OFD go brr. What's good, everybody? My name is Valor, and welcome back to Valtech Armory. When you think about it, minimization has always been a big part of the hobby. Back in the early days, we were taking blasters and chopping them way down to be as small and compact as possible while still retaining full functionality, and that has sort of bled into today's thinking with the birth of micro wheels and hurricane wheels and that sort of thing. And the Fly Over the World system has birthed a lot of really cool blasters. And today we're taking a look at one of them, the OFD QUIK by OldFusionDesigns. Essentially, the OFD QUIK is a demo chassis for the upcoming Flycore system, which is a super compact and self-contained flywheel system. All you need is a battery and a rev and trigger switch, and there you go. It is in essence a condensed rapid strike in the form of a pistol. Upon release, there will be 3 distinct flavors of the Flycore system. The first being Fly Over the World, which is great for pistols and the like. The second being Hurricane or Pulsar compatible. And the third being full-sized wheel compatible with Banshee compatibility. One nice little trick that the Flycore can do is that it's compatible with both variants of the angled worker Talon magazine. It can take both the standard version and Nightingale mags just fine, and they both feed remarkably well. And if you aren't a fan of just the detent version of the mag release, you can get a version of the frame that has buttons. This is a generation behind in terms of the frame, so it lacks the addition of the buttons, but that suits me just fine because I like the detent. And one of the reasons this thing is so compact is because it uses an N20 gearbox for the pusher, and it uses a Scotch yoke style mechanism just like the Rapid Strike, though this is a whole lot more robust considering it doesn't have to deal with worm gears. Powering the pusher of mine is a 600 RPM motor, which gives me about 10 darts a second, though you can push it to insane rates of fire with the higher RPM gearboxes. Which means with the right gearbox, you can turn this into an infinitely better version of the Lepus. It isn't quite as compact as that, but it has a lot more features that are better overall in my opinion. But it's one thing to tell you how it functions. I'm just gonna go outside and I'm gonna shoot this thing. Alright, you know the drill by this point. With a slightly lower powered blaster like this, at least relatively speaking, you're about 30 feet away from the tree. So this time I have my phone on a tripod with the camera at about head height, and I'm going to shoot directly at it, so hopefully you can see the darts flying and see about how accurate they are. So yeah. Gonna start off with the standard angle Talon, and we're gonna go. Not bad. It is only a flywheeler, and wheels can get slightly misaligned, which throws off accuracy a good bit. Nightingale mag now. We're gonna do single shots. Definitely sort of an aim cone situation going on with this blaster, but you know, it's a flywheeler. It can only be so accurate. And we're back inside. What can I say other than this is a flywheel blaster? It's not going to be as accurate as something like the Nexus Pro, Caliburn, whatever. Though I have seen some experimentation with adding a bearing scar to a flywheel cage, and the results were quite promising. The main draw for the OFD QUIK pistol isn't even the pistol itself. It is the Flycore, because this is a super compact thing that can be either designed around or bolted into something to convert it to a short dart shooter that is full auto. In my opinion, OFD has knocked it out of the freaking park with the Flycore system, because it's not just a Flywheel of the World blaster. It can be a Hurricane or Pulsar blaster, or even a freaking Banshee blaster that is super compact. Of course, you're going to have horizontally mounted flywheels, so the bulges on the side of your blaster are going to be a bit wide, but I think that's a fair trade-off for what this is, and the fact that you can cram one of these Flycores into practically anything. It's stuff like this that makes my passion for the hobby grow even further. Seeing what other people design motivates me to design stuff myself, and I want to give back to the hobby in that way, in terms of providing videos on these things to share it around, and also make my own designs for the community. But that's my whole take on the matter. I will drop a link down below to OldFusionDesigns Instagram, where you can keep an eye on his progress on things like the fly core system and many other things that he's always working on. And yeah, definitely go give that man a follow. He deserves it. And if you like what I do here and you want to go above and beyond to help support the channel and me as a creator, I'll drop a link down to my Patreon down below, where you can start supporting even at $1 a month to help the channel out. You get access to the Patreon-only Discord server, as well as access to sneak peeks at what I'm working on, access to files that I've made for things. I tend to make a lot of accessories for blasters and that sort of thing, so I'll have a link down below if you'd like to support the channel. And as ever, my is Valor. Thanks to patrons that are scrolling on the screen right now. Thanks for watching. Hey, would you look at that? Another video in the bag. And I tell you what, this video was a struggle to make. It wasn't really on the filming aspect of things, it was more on the fact that I woke up today and I just could not speak. I mean, this is at least my dozenth take of this little section alone, and I just get that way sometimes. And it doesn't help that I'm unmedicated for my ADHD and stuff, which causes my brain to run faster than my mouth. And it causes me to not be able to find my words most of the time. It's a little bit easier when I'm not trying to record, you know, you always do better when you're not on camera or whatever, but you know how it is. But yeah, again, I want to thank you guys for watching. And I wanted to use these sort of end slates as a way to sort of answer questions I've gotten. And one main one I want to answer this time is that whenever when my videos leave their intended audience, I always end up getting lots of people commenting on the fact that I'm wearing gloves whenever I'm filming or using blasters or whatever, and that is primarily due to the fact that it's hot here in the South, and my hands tend to get sweaty, and it makes it hard to operate blasters like springers and stuff effectively without my hands slipping off. Like, if I tried to film a video on, say, the Saturn without a pair of gloves, my hand would be slipping off that pump so easily. Like, it's a slick pump grip to begin with, but yeah, like, I wear the gloves for utility purposes. And I know it looks like I'm trying to be a badass and everything with my fingerless gloves, but these are just the gloves I wear when I play, so I tend to wear them whenever I'm filming, because it's fairly consistent, and it is good for branding and that sort of thing. But yeah, again, thanks to all you guys for watching and everything, and making it this far in the video, if you are even watching. But yeah, I'm starting to lose my ability to speak right now, so yeah.